I'd like to. You can't see it, but the moon is getting slightly more fuller every loading screen of these. And we do have a werewolf character, so I'm betting that he's going to show up as a werewolf one night. Alright, Monday, September 28th, 2020. Military personnel stationed along the east coast to prevent immigrants from flooding the Atlantic. Werewolf representatives push more ministry for a more accessible sedative. Doctor from Town arrested for experiment with child cloning. Okay then. Are you sure that would be okay? Yes. I mean, it'd be really hard to pull off. But something that'll make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully. I know. Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? Looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Jack was giving me some feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Although I need to interrupt Jack for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of, you remember my remedy? Of course. You want to give it a try again? Last word didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. Last thing is definitely a different ingredient. Okay. Tea and ginger. Okay, so tea, milk, ginger. Oh, is it? Is this what I did last time? Oh, Galahad. It has his name in it, so I think I got it right. There you go. Judging from the smell, this looks like it. And the wolf-shaped thing on it. Indeed. I have the same feeling. I just made a note of the mixture. Perfect. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. Don't worry, Mr. God, we're done for the night. You're done? I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. Gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean for you. Oh, come on, I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Oh, come on. Oh, Bailey's. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Hey, how are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Jack was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cool. It's necessary. It sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine choose your own adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common, so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? The score will determine which page you should go to. It sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience. With help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like the Choose Your Own Adventure show on NetStream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting. And highly ambitious, Freya. You'd make a good Slytherin. At least simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel and not in the form of book, but in form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she have all the time in the world, and that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finish it, okay? Alright. As Jack said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. I stopped making the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You have to wait for it. I don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. I know how to make everything, I say. It's ginger and milk. Coffee, ginger, milk. Coffee, ginger, milk. Boo. Here you go. Thanks. Damn, this is good. Damn, this is good. I like my drink making skill. I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have now is more than enough for me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as in I finished the job. I spent the last few days making sure it's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some points, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand. And that's how you do it. So you finish your job by bullshitting her. The finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters, like Lua. Oh. Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How'd you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? Yeah. You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Oh, spicy. And after going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him Cognac. Because that's his name. Cognac has a girlfriend. Still following. And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Ooh, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there. Everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details, but the succubus was super hot. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. He was a player too. Huh? Doesn't sound like Lua at all, because there wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly. This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was... let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now let me continue without interruptions. Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much, but I kept bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd have been out and I just got as Lua arrived. Total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Oh. Holy mother of moly. I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, the anger, sadness. And when I even think about it, I punched Cognac right in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. No, like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad, so Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date, but suddenly, that friendship turned to a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her, by any chance? Yeah, she came by a few days ago. How was she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though. With whom? There was this male model. A model? I didn't think she was type of girl who got with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, they were talking about your relationship. Lua told us the reason behind the fight, about your family stuff. And this guy Hyde joined the discussion. What'd he say? He didn't understand why would Lua insist on getting family approval, considering, you know... What? You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or I should say most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. You must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable. Is elves like to insert Asian families? Is that what's going on there? Unless you become the next Da Vinci, of course. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All because you chose art degree? You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country. Accusing the religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lua is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed. I have the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problems leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Gala, you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. Couldn't help but overhear your story. I assume the person you talk about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, then that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. That's easy for you to say now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I view with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It may burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. In marriage, you will not survive on love alone. Whoa, that's deep. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have any health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Jack. And Freya. Bye. I like how Hyde and Lua have like an argument, and Bailey's and Gala have a more like calm discussion. I like the duality there. What? You made me lose 2 customers in it? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Yeah, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you gonna write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present us stories like there is in a world only humans are around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. Le Meflo. How cool would have hit him home? Oh damn, that was short too. I need to read slower.